Today it's gonna be a little different of a video. So as you've seen from the last couple of videos, or at least the first lock-in videos, that was focusing more on my physical well-being, and I think it would be good to cover all the bases like I've said before. So I'm going to focus on this video on spiritual well-being, that being with my faith in Christianity. And I'm going to start off with doing the 7 deadly sins. I'm going to be doing my own take on it. So this is all how I see it based off of all that I've read, all that I've taken notes on, and I'm gonna explain definition, an example, and how it affects us, and then how you get out of that deadly sin. So today I'm going to start off with the sin of pride, which has been debatably called the worst sin. But I'm pretty sure adultery is another one of the 7 deadly sins, and I'm pretty sure that's worse. But I think pride could also tie into adultery, and you'll probably be able to see this. You'll probably be able to see the connection when I start talking about pride. So basically, the definition, like the overall definition of pride, not coming from the Bible, is a deep satisfaction in one or other's achievements. So basically, it's really boasting in your achievements or someone else's achievements. On a biblical definition, it's a inflated view of oneself that rejects dependence on God and treats others with contempt. So, for my example of pride, which is, I think, I think it's a really good example personally. It's from the book of Daniel, where they talk about the king of Babylon called, Nebuchadnezzar. I could be getting that wrong. Correct me if I am. But let me just get to Daniel. Should be... Yeah, so right now, Daniel chapter 4, I believe. Yeah, Daniel chapter 4:29. This is the end of Nebuchadnezzar's story, I'm pretty sure. Let me go to it though. 29. Alright, so to give you a little bit of background, Nebuchadnezzar was the king of Babylon. And he was a great king, and he was known as the builder of cities, but he got in his own way, per se. He started off earlier in Daniel by seeking for God's help, as anyone should do. But then, once he started gaining more and more, he stopped that. He actually started seeing himself as a god, and he started to really self-idolize himself a whole bunch. And that didn't go well. He became extremely proud, leading to mental illness, and it didn't go the best for him. If we go to Daniel chapter 4, verse, I think it is 29, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 4:29. he says, yeah, we're starting at 30. So, as you looked out across the city, he said, "Look at this great city of Babylon. By my own mighty power, I have built this beautiful city as my royal residence to display my majestic splendor." While these words still in his mouth, a voice called down from heaven, "O King Nebuchadnezzar, this message is for you. You are no longer the ruler of this kingdom. You will be driven from human society. You will live in the fields with wild animals, and you will eat grass like a cow. 7 periods of time will pass while you live this away until you learn that the Most High rulers over the kingdoms of the world have and gives them to anyone he chooses." That day, so I should explain this before, but basically, Daniel was pleading to Nebuchadnezzar to not lean on his own understanding, but God's understanding. Yeah, Daniel pleaded with Nebuchadnezzar to change his ways, and God gave Nebuchadnezzar 12 months to do it. But unfortunately, since he was too proud and had too much pride, he couldn't do it. And that led up to him not being king anymore. They just went up to him, said, "Yep, you're not king anymore. You're going to eat grass like a cow. You're going to be outcasted, and you're going to be eaten with the animals." Or no, you're going to be out with the wild animals. Now, so that's the example I had for a biblical character that experienced this sin. But now we're going to talk about how pride could affect you. As we see in the book of Proverbs, if I could get to it. It is Proverbs chapter 13. That's where I'm going to start for how this could affect you. But one of my examples that you could be experiencing if you have pride and you don't realize it yet. But Proverbs chapter 13, verse 10, it says, "Pride leads to conflict. Those who take advice are wise." And this means no one's above everyone else. No one knows everything, because this is everyone's first time living. This is my first time living. This is the first time you're living. No one else has been reborn, and it's everyone's first time being here. So take in everything that everyone else has to say. Even if you think it sounds stupid, it could mean something to someone somewhere sometime. So that's like part of overcoming pride. But I'll get to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. So Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, and unitedness before a fall." So proud people would take little account of their weaknesses, and they don't see them as weaknesses. They just completely avoid it and boast the stuff they're able to do, boast the stuff that they have. And simply, you can't do that. You have to acknowledge everything. You have to be willing to accept that you're not perfect, because no one is. And that's what I have to say to that. So Now, time for the resolution, how you can overcome pride. It's humility. Never believe that you're above anyone, because everyone is equal. Don't think of this big hierarchy thing, because it's simply a baloney way of looking at things. Everyone is created in God's image, and everyone has a purpose that they need to fulfill. So, well, we have to have humility and be... Okay, yeah. So, we must renounce pride and status seeking, because they are Satan's tool. Because the thing is, people are really good at accepting the easy things. It's like nobody will accept something that is hard for them. And that's how Satan traps you. Satan convinces you, oh, it's okay to do this, or just is able to push you into that sin. And it's easy to get all caught up in all of this. And it's good to have ambition. But just like King Nebuchadnezzar, that ambition wasn't for God anymore. It was for himself. And he put himself first, not his relationship with God. He completely abandoned him when things started going good, and that's the opposite of what you should do. Instead of abandoning him when things go good, you should be coming up more to him, thanking him for everything that he's done for you. Yeah, so that's my take on that. If any of this has helped you, leave a comment. If there's anything I need to work on, please let me know. Just put in the comments. They should be working. I'll probably get another video out today. It might not be about another deadly sin, because I'm going to try leaving that for a daily challenge for the rest of the week. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye.